Good evening to all of you. Our chief guest tonight, Dr. Kehelia Rambukwala, Minister of Health, and President of the Ceylon College of Endocrinologists, Dr. Chaminda Garusinghe, and Secretary of the Ceylon College of Endocrinologists, and also other distinguished guests and my dear friends. Let me at the outset thank the President of the College, Dr. Chaminda Garusinghe, and the organizing committee for inviting me to come to this all-important event of your annual academic calendar. I'm deeply honored. When I received the invitation, I was very pleased since I get the opportunity, firstly because I get this opportunity to thank and congratulate all the endocrinologists and also other physicians and the doctors who had contributed immensely to uplift the Sri Lankan healthcare standards. Secondly, because I get this opportunity to renew my acquaintances with the medical fraternity, my friends, whom I do not see frequently since I changed my career from this admirable medical profession to not so admirable political career. But I happened to meet your president, Dr. Chaminda Garusinghe, very frequently, whom I had known for more than 2.5 decades. He's a dear friend of mine since we started our studies in University of Peradeniya. It's great to see that he has achieved many milestones in his academic life. And also he is during his tenure as the president of the college, he has worked hard during turbulent times, and I congratulate him for a job well done. Dr. Garusinghe, I know his personal effort to ensure that physical meeting became a success. He was tirelessly working for that, and I congratulate him for a job well done. And I was made to understand, we clearly know the college is only 6 years old, starting from 2015. But Ceylon Endocrinology Society has been founded in 1979. Professor Henry Rajaratnam is here, sir. And, but the College of Physicians is much older than that. Allopathic medical practice in Sri Lanka is more than 200 years old. So because of the untiring commitment of the Sri Lankan medical fraternity, and also because it's largely thanks to the other health professionals, we have uplifted the standards of the Sri Lankan healthcare system to world level. And I would be failing in my duties unless I thank all the people from the medical fraternity and also the other health staffers for their untiring commitment to control COVID pandemic in the country. Because of your commitment, we managed to reduce or relatively, we managed to curtail the fatalities. We reduced the comorbid conditions, and also we have very efficiently rolled out a vaccination campaign in Sri Lanka, which is of world class. So hats off to you. And also historically, because of the commitment of the Sri Lankan medical practitioners, we managed to achieve many targets. Our records in maternal mortality, infant mortality, vaccine preventable diseases are world class. Our life expectancy has gone up to world standards. So these are some of the milestones because of your commitment that the country and its people has achieved. So I know this world-class service is recognized by World Health Organization and also by the other world bodies for providing world-class healthcare at a relatively lower cost. But we are facing many challenges, as Dr. Garusinghe mentioned. Even though we have managed to control the communicable diseases part, we are facing very rising risks in relation to non-communicable diseases. Number of patients in the diabetic segment is rising rapidly. We've seen a lot of patients suffering from hypertension, cardiovascular disorders, cerebrovascular accidents, carcinomas, and also other disorders in relation to fastest aging population that we witness in this country, diseases that we see more often in relation to demographic and epidemiological transition. So I know personally, our health minister today is very keen to ensure that we focus more on that segment, non-communicable disease segment, which needs to be tackled more efficiently and more acutely. So let us work together to ensure that we handle those matters. So Sri Lankan healthcare system, as we see, As I can see from some of the listings in your two-day program that would be followed by this the initiation, you have listed so many matters pertaining to prevention and management of these conditions. So I don't intend to trespass some of the areas that you intend to discuss. That knowledge is already imparted and you know much better than those subjects. But I think collectively we should work together. Healthcare professionals, policymakers, and all of us should work together to ensure that we better utilize, more efficiently utilize available resources, human resource, physical resources, and otherwise. So few things came to my mind in relation to that. We've been little behind in relation to developing electronic patient record system, which can be utilized to provide a better service, to retrieve information faster at all the health institutions. We can have a standard operational procedure going one step ahead from already available guidelines which are set up by the different colleges. And also, we can reduce the congestion at the tertiary care institutions by having a proper referral system. We have seen many patients bypass primary and secondary institutions and come to tertiary care institutions to seek treatment for mild conditions which could be easily managed at the peripheral level. Let us look at those different facets and improve the productivity of these conditions. So when we talk about this high-class standards of the healthcare system, we must also not forget the fact that these were complemented by some of the other social and educational parameters that were developed quite fast during last 70 years. I know most of you are here, especially the educated people of this country, are not very happy about our achievements during last 70 years in the post-independent era. But let me remind you, in relation to education, we have come a long way. Our primary enrollment rate for the primary education at the time of we gained independence was 52%, nearly 52%. It has gone up to 99% today. Our pass rates at the secondary level, tertiary level, and number of pupils registered for the tertiary education have gone up, and we have developed 18 universities in the country from just one university 70 years ago. Maternal education was one of the primary factors, as you all know, that complement the development of the health sector in Sri Lanka. Our connectivity, road network has developed really fast, and it's being developed faster. So that's very important for the transportation of patients to the hospitals. Our telecommunication sector is one of the best today, and it's performing really well. We have provided more than, when it comes to the sanitation and housing, we are doing better than yesteryears, and we have provided safe drinking water to more than 75% of households in this country. Electricity was a dream in 1950s, but we have 100% electricity supplies to all the households in Sri Lanka. So those are complementary factors. But we know economically we are struggling. We were struggling at different levels. We have just reached the threshold of a middle income country, but we are stagnant. But we hope that in time to come, the educated set of people, with an educated workforce, we should be able to reach those targets of a developed nation in time to come. But that's the dream of yours, dream of all of us, to see our mother country becoming a developed nation during our lifetime. To do that, you have contributed immensely to look after the most valuable asset of this country, human resource factor, and we need to convert this human resource factor to a valuable human capital to ensure that we produce more and produce effectively. So I thank again for giving me this opportunity to talk to you like a friend and a brother. I wish you all success and you have a pleasant evening. Thank you very much.